Orlando. It is great to be with you on this morning. Now, of course, it's a rough time of year, right? Hurricane season starts on Sunday. And one of the things that I would think the most important thing that you need to think about is your roof. So I thought I'd bring my friends from Eustis Roofing on so we could discuss exactly that, what we can do maybe before something nasty happens, and what we should do if the horrible event does do something to your roof. Jason Reisman is on our Newsmaker line. Morning, Jason. How are you?
Good morning, Simon. How you doing?
I am absolutely fantastic. Living the dream, my friend. So thank you very much. So hurricane season starts Sunday. And so let's talk about the before, because as we talk right now, there's something brewing that might become a storm. But that's on the Pacific side. There's nothing apparently on the Atlantic side. So we've got a minute until things start heading our way. What can I do now with my roof that might prepare me for something incoming over the course of the next few months?
Yeah, so for a homeowner, I would always get my roof inspected before the storms come. Get some documents, photos, stuff like that, and find a roofer that you trust. Because when the storm hits, there's going to be roofers everywhere, and then you have to make those decisions really fast. So I would get my roof inspected. You know, most roof inspections are free. Find out what's going on with it. Get documents showing it's in good shape. So if something does happen, you got the evidence for your insurance company that it was storm related.
Right, because, you know, my daughter, she lives on the other side of the state near Tampa Bay. And there are roofs in her community from last year that are still tarped up. Is that a mixture of waiting for insurance approval or waiting till you can come up with the money for your hurricane deductible so you can afford to do it? I mean, I'm always constantly shocked when I go to her neighborhood and see how many roofs are still tarped up the best part of a year later.
Yeah, it's usually you're waiting on your insurance company to approve everything, and sometimes the deductible plays a role in that. I think the biggest thing for homeowners is they get all these great warranties from manufacturers for their roofs, and most of those warranties don't apply during hurricanes, which doesn't make much sense, right? Like, you had a 170-mile-an-hour wind warranty, then that excludes storms. And so I think it's misleading to homeowners, and it's hard, you know. So as a roofer, I'm always like, build a really good relationship with your local roofing company ahead of the storm.
Right, and we should point that out because, you know, I'm very honored that I get to talk on behalf of you at Eustis Roofing. When you say local, you are local. You're not just in Eustis. In fact, you have been dealing with Orlando, the Orlando area, the Central Florida area, for years and years and years. So don't be confused by the name, right?
Yeah, we've been roofing for over 65 years here in Florida, which is probably the longest roofing company we've seen in Florida. So we've been through a few hurricanes to understand how it works. And honestly, like, you'll see a ton of roofing companies flood the state during the hurricane season, and then they leave when the hurricanes are done, and they leave with their warranties. And so we don't want to see that for our homeowners. You know, I'm the only roofer probably in Central Florida that hates storms, because it's a negative effect on homeowners when all these companies leave, and then we got to go fix their roofs. So that's why I say, like, find a local roofer, somebody that you trust, interview a few people, and once you find one that you trust, then you're in good shape, and hopefully it's us.
Well, the first thing is you've got to get that roof inspected. That's number one. What are some of the things that you might find in a roof inspection before hurricane season kicks off?
Yeah, so there's all kinds of things that you can find. Like, you might find what we call a high nail, which it came through the shingle and it's like barely leaking. You haven't noticed it yet, but you get a ton of rain and now it's going to show up. And so it's something that could be prevented. But also, like, for us, we're really good at finding problematic areas that maybe don't show up until you get that wind-blown rain. And so we like to solve those beforehand if we can. But basically, like, overall, look at the roof, see if the shingles are sticking, because you might have a manufacturer's warranty issue that we can get solved before the storm ever gets here and have a better roof system.
Right, and when the storm comes in, you want that roof to be as near perfect as you can possibly get it. So that is probably the number one piece of advice from Jason here at Eustis Roofing. Get that thing inspected. That is the key thing. And as you point out, a lot of these inspections are free, the roofing inspections. So do that from somebody you trust, somebody reputable. And, of course, I would absolutely say that would be my friends at Eustis Roofing. Jason, I know it's about to be a very busy time of year for you, so good luck and stay safe out there. And we thank you. We're honoured to talk on your behalf, sir. You have yourself a good and safe rest of the day, and we'll talk again soon.